It's Week 7 of the 2023 season, and we'll be watching Carlton Davis, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Bucs and the Falcons, and it's coming up next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. Well, they're pacing the NFL in passing yardage this season, but a tough test awaits them to stay in that top spot as they face one of the league's best secondaries.
And partner with how they've played this season, both sides are awfully confident they'll be able to put up big-time numbers. I think it's going to be a very entertaining game just because of that. So let's say it together. Eventually, something's got to give.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
To the air right away, Mariota. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Mariota. That's caught. It's Frank Darby. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Mariota. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Holding. Offense.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs. That brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First down, Mariota. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Mariota. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes It's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there, and luckily the offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you get away from it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, 1st down. Now he dumps this off over the middle. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Got his man. It's London. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Mariota now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. 5 yards remain on 2nd down.
On the draw, this is Fournette. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll give it to Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A first down throw for Mariota. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Patterson running between the tackles. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Mariota now from the 50. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mariota. That'll be taken in by Darby. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Drake London, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy, but let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
2nd and 2. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. The Bucs at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Right side complete to Mechie. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 25-yard line. Now Patterson to start the drive. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota to throw it. And caught by London. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Mariota on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Mariota's throw taken in by London. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Mariota. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Falcons are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Again, it's Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Marcus Mariota taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are back within a score. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now they're standing at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
When the draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, lost some yardage ugly.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Jake Camarda now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. To throw is Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, throw left side complete. That's Walker.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
I feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure on time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta regains possession of the football. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Roquan Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Take it at the 37. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Gets into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota right back to Pitts again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down. Play action now, Mariota. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Mariota. And that one complete to Darby. And he'll cross over out of bounds at the 25. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Here's the option going right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it's, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Goodness, nobody wanting to hold on to that football. 2 fumbles, one by each team on the same play. Not something you see every week.
No, not at all. And you and I both know how important possessions are nowadays in the NFL because there's not much.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Throwing, Mariota. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. On 2nd and 15 now, Mariota. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy in midfield at the 48. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll find Darby. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
from the 35 on second down. Mariota. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. On third down, Mariota being chased out left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are, you know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. Jacobs with a carry on first down as he'll get about 3 there before he's taken down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup right around 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Mariota now from the 50. Got a man, it's London. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. A first down throw for Mariota. Going for now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball in bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Big loss here as he's taken down. They're heading back to the line now. Looking to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Guy feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah. Really sharp. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just...
We got their defense ready.
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Give to Patterson, running to the right. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, Mariota. He's got his man, London, right side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the program, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. That pick his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 2nd down, Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
This one taken in by Otten. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson will find Metcalf. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And Jackson throwing once more. Complete right side to Otten. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Touchdown! Mike Evans from 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point put through by Sucker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Mariota. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Vita Vea. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 15.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Following the interception here, Mariota.
And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mariota to throw it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Mariota now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, Wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They'll run with Patterson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
To throw is Mariota. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Frank Darby from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Coup now for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll go down right at the 40-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, Patterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Patterson running between the tackles. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
A lot of guys playing this game, there was no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing, Mariota. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 195 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second, here's Algier. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier. Touchdown run. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost start, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Now Youngway coup for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that with an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, complete. Jefferson the target. 7 yards there and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 40 now on second down. Jackson, he's got Otten. For the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Trying to run forward with Jacobs. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. Fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Over the middle, caught by London. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it sets up 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It will be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on for the 5th time here today. .35 yards that time on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Troy Anderson, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 7. A minute 51 on the clock. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, Mariota. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Here's Mariota. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Able to find Patterson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Now Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And what is going on here? 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people looked at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Mariota. He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards. Mariota to throw. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender...
And down he goes! They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One last shot now for Mariota. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Bucs, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.